So check this out. We got the turbine going. You can see it spinning here. That's pretty cool. And then when I click it, you can see we have a tree here and we had another tree here. Now, this tree wasn't fully grown in. We can't chop it, so I had to choose to have them harvest it. But when I click on this guy, you can see it says it's blocked by a pine tree, which was the guy down here. This is a birch, and it wasn't even, you know, saying that it was blocked by a birch. It may be that it only mentions one tree. I don't know. But it looks like Fohamner took care of one, and he's going to take care of this guy here. So we should be all set. In fact, yeah, you can actually see it switched to block by birch tree. So anyway, we should be all clear now. Hopefully, there we go. Fully cleared. And you can see that it went from 130 now up to 150. So it might have been 10 per tree. We took out 2 and gained 20. So anyway, that's at full capacity. You can see that. It's very cool. And hopefully we can start seeing some kind of return on that. Maybe we can get these batteries going. It could be that we build another one of these guys. Of course, that will really rely on getting more of the steel in here. We do have enough right now to make another one. We could maybe even put one right next to it and clear out some of the trees here. Probably wouldn't be that difficult. So anyway, I want to kind of keep it back here, or very close to somewhere we can hook it up with the conduit so that we don't have to kind of drag more conduit and really spread these guys around. Plus, I really like it being back here again, like I mentioned before, because it's away from where the action would be. If we get attacked, it's going to come from, you know, these two sides here. So anyway, I think we're in pretty good shape as far as that goes. It'll be interesting to see if we can kind of get some more power going into these guys. It does look like the store just went up while there you go, it's gone up 2 now. And there we go again. So anyway, that's pretty good. Obviously, it's gaining some power in the stored area. It's slow going, but it's much, much better than nothing. Well, we've got the eclipse going on, so we don't have the light from the sun. And I put a sun lamp out here, and you can see the area it covers. And in fact, the description of these indicates that they can help crops grow. So that we've got set up so we can get these guys going. I'd love to get the cotton going so we can start making our own clothes. That would be cool. And then we don't have to pay these crazy prices from trade merchants to get our own. So additionally, up here you can see I've highlighted some trees and some not fully grown trees to all be removed. I've got some areas to kind of haul away some of the slag. This is slag, right? Granite chunk. So we have chunks out here. That's what it is. So we're going to try to clear this area out to get another wind turbine up here. I think that could be pretty cool. And it looks like the eclipse has now officially gone away. So hopefully we'll have some sunlight at some point, getting the solar panel going again. I think we're going to want to get some more batteries going as well so we can store up even more power. Probably would be a good thing to get going. And I think we'll probably put those in here. We've got the other 2 in there. We've got the space. And now with the solar panel coming back on, I saw the movement on the battery, so I think this is going to help quite a bit. We're going to go ahead and do that while I'm thinking of it here. You can see we've got some steel going, so that's cool. This takes 50. Kind of thinking that we'll do 2. Maybe I'll put them, let's see here. How do we want to do this? I think we'll go ahead and do them here. So we have lots of work to do. Everybody's running around quite busy right now, which is great. Everybody has stuff to do. We have no crazy events going on, so a little bit of downtime just to kind of focus on our primary duties here. Hopefully we can keep this this momentum going. Well, we have another trade ship that's appeared. They are a bulk goods trader, it says. So we're going to go ahead and get Weem off of the mining duties. And actually, let's power this guy up real quick. Get that going again. We'll get Weem up here. You can see that we have the exotic goods guy still here, but we're going to check out the bulk goods. You can see Fohamner's up here adding in a solar panel. I haven't put down the other wind turbine yet, but I thought it'd be nice to get another solar panel down. So that'll definitely help us out. So we've got a fruit here. So that's just a raw fruit. Okay. I thought maybe it would have some kind of special property. We have some materials, kind of just base materials here, nothing too crazy. A pistol. Oh, they don't have a pistol, I guess. I've got a pistol. Let's see. I think that's probably how it was last time too. Granite blocks. Very hard stone. Okay, we certainly could sell things off, but having said that, yeah, I don't really have any excess materials that I'm wanting to get rid of. So anyway, I think we're going to leave it at that. It'd be nice to have some plasteel in order to kind of work on some other things, but anyway, we're gonna leave that alone for now. Let these guys get back to what they're doing. Now, I do need to get some research going. I think that would be really cool. So that might be the next thing we work on here. Let's see if we go into. I'm trying to remember. It's not. Where was it? What was the deal? Excuse me. So yeah, steel research table. We could do wood. I was like, did that put that down? I didn't want to put it down there. I like the idea of having this here. I guess there's still room for a table in the middle. That's one of the things I've been wanting to get in here is a table. Let's go ahead and do this. So we can get that going. And then I think while we're here, let's go ahead and do the furniture and get a table in here. Let's see. Something like this. And we do have stools as well. So I'll probably put a couple of these down. Nobody's really in here kind of together at the same time. Excuse me. So I think 2 chairs is probably good. And so anyway, this will allow them to grab food and sit down immediately and eat it instead of wandering off as they do sometimes and eating in weird locations, wasting time trying to get out to some cool looking place. So anyway, I guess they want to go take in the view or something, you know, take in some scenery while they eat. But we want to keep them inside, keep them barely moving, barely wasting time, and been meaning to get to that for a while. Now, once we have the research table up, we can start getting into the research, and that's going to help a lot. We're going to be able to learn some new things, and it'll help progress us a bit. So today we had a very special event. This is pretty cool. We actually had a pod crash, and it turns out it's right over here, and look at this. Megumi. We have somebody over here, a female space refugee. So this is somebody we can actually kind of rescue, hopefully, and get them to join us. Now what I did was, I'm going to go ahead and pause this really quick. I've actually set an area here to mine through. I always kind of knew that if we were going to go to this side, this would be the area I go through because it's really narrow. It's easy for us to pop through. So we're going to go ahead and, did we set Fohammer? No. Oh, they can't get through that part. Okay, that makes sense. Let's go ahead. It looks like we have to mine like that first. And then Fohammer. Yeah, okay. That's fine. We'll get Weem over there as soon as possible. So anyway, now we're going to be able to kind of bust through this really quick. I'll probably install a door here just to kind of have some kind of security. But yeah, we can maybe get her rescued and brought over. That would be excellent to have another member of the party join us, mostly to help work, but you know, we want to grow the colony, right? So anyway, Weem's going to try to bust through there, and while everybody else continues to kind of clear out this area for another wind turbine, it looks like they're very dedicated to that. You can see our plants are coming in pretty well. We've got 43% growth on the cotton, so these guys are coming in. We got the strawberries coming in. It's very cool. Strawberries are going to be done pretty soon, so that's cool. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and get Weem pop through here and probably just have him go rescue her and bring her back. Okay, Weem has popped through the wall there. He's coming over here, and it's not really a rescue. The option is basically to capture, so that's fine. We're going to go ahead and capture her, bring her back here. I guess she loses her clothes when she's captured. I don't know what happened. He picked her up and her clothes disappeared. Weem, what are you doing? So anyway, it looks like he's going to bring her all the way over here. He's going to put her in the room Matt was in. Hopefully we'll be able to convince her to stay, and I'm hoping too that it's not as difficult because she crash landed and we're going to be good. We're going to give her medicine and food and all that. So I'm looking over here. It looks like there's just some slag chunk, nothing else. It doesn't look like anything else came down with her, so nothing to pick up over there. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and help her out and hope that she joins us relatively quickly. I'm kind of hoping for a very high % chance to convert her here, but we'll see. Now in the meantime, you can see this area has been pretty well cleared out. Let's go ahead and jump in here really quick, go to power. You can see we have 361 steel, so we're in pretty good shape there. And let's get this guy, let's see, oh, that's the turbine there, so there we go. We can put it right there. We've got one more tree to clear. Not too big a deal. we can actually just go ahead and jump in. It's too small to chop, so we just have to give the cut plants order there. And that should take care of that. We'll have 2 of these guys bumped up against each other. We've got the 2 solar panels. I'm hoping that once we have all 4 of those down, we can really get the batteries going and kind of be covered, right? If we have an eclipse, we'll have the wind turbines. If for some reason there's something going on with the wind turbine, maybe there's an event where the wind stops, I don't know. But at least then we would have the solar panels. So redundancy, right? We kind of want different things kind of going, have this kind of diverse way of gaining power. That would be pretty cool. And then we don't have to worry so much. Alrighty, we've got the wind turbine up, that second turbine. I'm realizing now that that entryway is open over there. I do need to close that up. But Weem is going over and he's trying to convince Megumi to stay. Now, it turns out she's actually very injured. Fohamner is the best doctor, barely. He is a 6 out of 20 versus maybe Weem's 5 out of 20. But anyway, he tried to help but had a very low % chance. So I think what we need is to set up a hospital room, and that might help. So that's going to be something that I may try to focus on here in the near future. But I kind of want to see what Weem does as far as converting her. See how he failed to recruit her. She's below the loyalty threshold. So anyway, I do want to try to get her fixed up, but we're going to have to work on maybe getting a hospital, like I said, getting some kind of room set up for that. Again, Fohamner was trying, and I'm not entirely sure, but I think some of that might be his chances were reduced, or it was not possible because it was not a hospital bed. So anyway, otherwise things are going pretty well here. You can see the batteries are really kind of drawing in power. Turbines are going okay. I've got things pretty well cleared out there. Let's see. Yeah, these guys are 150, 150 here. Pretty cool. And we do have the research table now, so that's something we can get into. Let's go ahead and pause this. I want to look here at, let's see, researching. So really, Weem is the only one. 5 of 20, so we can get him researching. So I guess I don't have to. I thought before you actually right-clicked on the table and told him to research, but apparently my assumption is then instead that we'll actually go in here, choose something, and he'll kind of, based on his priorities, go and do some research. So I want to start with something that we can do relatively quickly, probably something in this area. These take a lot longer. I'd like to get us a win really quick. So we can obviously do this. The paste dispensers consume 10% less food. That might be kind of good, although our food's coming along pretty well right now. This would let us make carpets, kind of nice in our rooms. Let's see, stone cutting tables, which allow you to refine rocks. So used for construction. Probably to do, maybe you could do some floor stuff with that, but I'm assuming that also involves some kind of art stuff as well. Colored lights, not a big deal. Shipbuilding allows you to start researching more advanced shipbuilding technologies, eventually build a ship to escape the planet. Now that's one of the goals you can kind of go for, is getting off the planet. So that's something that we might get to at some point. This lets us do farmable soil anywhere. That's not bad. In the past, I remember doing these picks because we would be 20% more effective. So you're that much faster. I'm almost thinking that's what I want to do. So we can really kind of gather up more of this material and get things going. Stuff like the steel, the gold, that kind of stuff. Let's see, hospital bed. Oh, do you have to research this? I thought you could actually assign a bed. Huh. Interesting. I thought you could click on one of these guys. Can you not do that? Set as medical. Okay. Medical use, but I see. I guess the hospital is different. I'm sure it's better. Better, of course. Let's go ahead and do the picks. We'll go ahead and start the research on that. Can get some of that going. Let's see. Why is Weem the one that is constantly idle? But he has plenty of stuff to do. Much to do. I'm trying to see here. Let's see. Let's go ahead and designate this thing really quick. I want to see if that... Okay, gotcha. So what we could probably do is go into furniture, grab a sleeping spot, get that put in there, and then we can designate this as medical. And then, where's Fohamner? He's running around here somewhere. So let's see, we can we can strip the teacher or prioritize the cleaning dirt. So anyway, that's not stuff I'm concerned with. I want him to play doctor here. but he is not going to do that. So anyway, I don't know. You may have to designate an area or something. I'm not entirely sure about why this isn't working. Maybe I just need to make a wall in there and kind of separate the areas. I'm not sure. I'll play with that in a bit. But otherwise, I think we're doing okay. I do want to get a door down in here, though, because I'm going to continue forgetting about that until it's too late. Let's go ahead and do a steel door. Just set this down in here. That way I'll feel a little bit better about how open this is. And eventually, you know, if we survive long enough, it'd be nice to put some kind of defense out here. A little bit of power, you know, a gun, maybe a wall or two, stuff like that. Kind of close that in so at least there's some kind of defense. It would take a little bit of work for somebody to get through and it would be very obvious. Versus here, you know, they could just kind of quickly get in here. And that goes for kind of stray creatures and everything too. We could have some, you know, squirrel try to come running in here, some maddened squirrel try to take us out. So anyway, we've got that closed now. I'm going to feel a lot better about that. I'm going to take a minute to look into the hospital stuff. And looks like the sun's going down though. So otherwise we'll pick it up in the morning. Okay, well I was checking in on Megumi and looking at her health. And she's actually doing a bit better, which is good. It's definitely a good thing. She's only slightly impaired. In fact, you just saw that status go away. So she's doing much better. And more importantly, well, just as importantly, I guess, if we go into thoughts, you could see that Convinced by Warden has got that up. You could see that she says it sounds like a good place. So anyway, she's been talking to the Warden, aka Weem, and is doing good. You can see this is a very good value here. So I have high hopes that she will join us. I think that would be pretty good. Pretty good indeed. You can see she's happily nude, which is good, I guess. And the complaints that she has are not that crazy when compared to how good she's got these other things. So anyway, my hopes are high that we can convince her to join. We did fail. You see 23% chance, but that was at 0 before. It wasn't even a thing. Obviously, the loyalty said it was too low. So that's a good jump. And like I said, based on those statuses, I think that I think we have a pretty good shot there. Definitely good to see her health coming in. So that's very, very cool. Vortak, in the meantime, looks like he's idle. We did have him harvest, although I'm not seeing it. Are you carrying that down now? No. I told him to harvest this, and so it looks like it's regrowing, like it's been harvested, but I'm not really sure where that went. I'm not seeing it listed up here. Not really sure where that cotton went. I think he might have, like, taken it and hidden it away somewhere. Didn't you? Didn't you? Okay, so here we go. We've got cloth. Oh, okay, I was looking for something completely different. I actually thought this would be some form of the plant over here, but it just automatically looks like it gets converted into cloth. So that would be pretty cool to make this into something. I'm actually, at this moment, I have no idea how you turn cloth into clothing. I'm sure there's some kind of bench or something. I don't know. Let's go into here. Production. So, okay, so there's a Tailor Workbench, a Tailor's Workbench, which I'm sure we don't have room for. Oh, it's actually pretty small. Not too bad. We could put it right up against the batteries here. It's starting to get a little snug in here. I really should probably work on a whole nother building. Yeah, we're not really in a hurry to make the clothes right now. So I think what we'll do is we'll focus on getting another building created. Maybe something back in here somewhere might be good. Let's think about this. I don't really want to mine out a room or anything, and we'll just actually build a structure. But where to put it, that's going to be the question. We do have some cleared out area back here. Oh, right, but this is kind of, yeah, that extends in there. Forgot just how far that extended. I think the good spot for this is probably going to be down in this area. Although, well, there's water. I was going to say we could do something inside of this open area. Anyway, I think what we'll do is we'll go ahead and start laying down some of the walls and everything out here. Oh, still a 23% chance. Bummer, it didn't increase. Alrighty, well, we'll deal with that in a bit. Let's go ahead and get back in here. Structure, go to the walls. 398 wood, that's pretty good. Now, this guy expels heat out here, at least in this first block, so I'm actually going to separate this by a block. And we're going to pause this really quick because I want to see exactly how we're going to do this. Let's see. Let's cancel that wall. And Yeah, something like this, I think. Man, it's pretty narrow. I want to leave the gap behind it so you can actually kind of move through this area. That's a little odd shaped. Typically, I don't like doing stuff like that, but I'm going to try not to worry about it. We're going to try not to be the perfectionist here. Try not to worry about things being symmetrical or anything like that. So we're going to go ahead and leave that. And then we're going to break down this wall. And we want some of the conduit wall so we can bring power through. We'll just kind of carry it right off the cooler in through here. Certainly we could bring it down, but I think this will work. And it's just going to be a big open area. I think we can put a couple benches in here. I think one of the other things we could really use is the, what is that thing? What do they call that thing? The equipment rack. That's what it is. We could use one of those so we can kind of store the pistol in a proper place. I think we have a pistol floating around here somewhere, but as we get more of that kind of stuff, I think it'd be best to keep it inside. So anyway, it could be kind of our storage room, I suppose. And with that in mind, we kind of want some doors as well. We'll just go ahead and do doors here. Let's see. We're going to go with wood doors again. I keep moving my screen around. Something like that. And then floors. We've got plenty of wood, it looks like, so this shouldn't be an issue. And then finally, one last thing before I kind of let them get to it is we'll do a power conduit there and leave it at that. So they've got a nice new project to work on. We can throw a couple benches in there. What we might do maybe in this corner is do a row of column rather of batteries, maybe 4 of them, and bring power kind of straight into here. In fact, while I'm thinking about it, if we're kind of considering that, let's do the conduit wall right there. And power, just so I kind of know where that's at. We'll put a power conduit. We might as well bring it all the way up. Cool, very cool. I like that a lot. Good project to work on. Everybody's busy. We got no statuses. Things are going, again, pretty smoothly. I hate to say it. I really do, because that's going to totally jinx it. I'll find ways to screw it up even in the best of conditions. But anyway, things are going pretty good still. I like it.